Hello, my lovelies. My name is Odine, and I'm here to show you some of the gameplay of the lovely game EverQuest Next Landmark. Now, this is gonna be a soft-spoken Let's Play, so if you're here for some action-oriented Let's Play, this is not gonna be for you. This is gonna be made mainly because I think it is a very relaxing game and a very inspirational game. And I wanted to get a Let's Play of it out there before they actually add monsters and whatnot, because this right now is perhaps the most relaxing game and most gorgeous game that I know of. So yes, why the soft-spokenness? Well, that comes from the fact that I have watched a lot of soft-spoken videos as a way of relaxing, as a way of falling asleep and getting a power nap. I am the mother of two, and anybody who's a parent out there will testify that sometimes getting that little power nap is just the best thing you can get. And sometimes you'll just have to settle for just relaxing. And listening to soft-spoken or whispered videos or sounds videos, what is known as the ASMR community, that is sometimes the best thing out there at all. So yes, I've deleted my character, and before you all go crazy and say that that was a stupid thing to do, let me explain why. First off, I did empty her for all her resources. I gave them to a friend. Um, but also, I think that it is very important that I show you the character creation here. And it's not because it's got a tons of options, it really doesn't. But just look at that style. I mean, it would be a crying shame if I didn't show you this, because I love character customization, and I love thinking about what kind of character would this be, how will he or she talk, how will he or she interact with people and whatnot. I'm a role player, right? But a lot of it also comes down to the style. And I think that the team here really outdid themselves, because this is not very cartoony. And I don't know if you have an issue with that. I usually don't. But some games like World of Warcraft or even WildStar have gorgeous, striking styles, but they're just perhaps slightly too cartoony. Um, so this is perfect. I mean, look at it. The eyes and the mouth and the eyebrows, they're exaggerated just a little bit, which means that it'll be easy to spot emotes and characters will really stand out. Now, right now, there aren't a lot of options, as I said, and this is mainly because this is more of a creative building platform than an actual game, because the developers needed to make EverQuest Next. And the thing was that they really wanted EverQuest Next to be totally destructible. Like, they wanted you to be able to get a pickaxe and go out there and find a ruin and just dig your way down and excavate things, right? And that is awesome. That is a great, great concept. But the thing is, in order to achieve this, they needed to make it out of tiny, tiny voxels, instead of just, building a grid and slapping a skin on top of it, and then it would just be basically a very pretty cardboard environment. So everything in the game needed to be able to be destroyed, and that means that instead of making pretty cardboard uh, paper cutouts, they needed to build everything out of clay. And they figured out pretty fast that the developers thought that it was fun spending their time just building stuff. And they thought, what the hell, this could be a great game. So this is for all of you who, like me, played with Legos, who, like me, like Minecraft, Possibly a lot of you will like Minecraft more than me, because one of the deal breakers with me in Minecraft is that I'm really, really horrible at finding my way around in a 3D environment, and the very simplistic style of Minecraft makes me get lost even more. Yeah. Also, this is for all of you who would like to build your own house and be able to invite friends over, because this game will be linked to EverQuest Next. They say, and I think they are still, holding true to that, that that you can build something and then you can get to share it with your friends in the game, that it can be a zone where you can invite people over, that you can build your own guild hall. And this is part of why I am here, because I'm a role player and I belong to a little group of role players who are in Star Wars, and where we actually like to roleplay the serving crowd of a bar, like serve people drinks and listen to their problems and, just generally create some atmosphere of a bar. And wouldn't it be cool to be able to build your own bar? Anyway, sorry, that was enough rambling. I will now get to actually show you the stuff. So this is the face of the male, and there we have another one. And slightly more Asian. And the last one. And as you can see, there are only 4 available. And yeah, sure, that is not a whole lot. But again, right now, this is not about customizing the crap out of your character. And I really do hope that they'll implement more soon-ish, right? Yeah, and some hairdos. And I think that they have a lot of different styles that they're just trying out here, character creation-wise and also clothing-wise. And there's sort of this neo-Victorian vibe to some of it, and some of it is very sci-fi. So apart from just, ordinary fable-like fantasy, or perhaps Dungeons and Dragons-like fantasy, they have, some stuff that is more steampunk-y. And I think that's really cool. I mean, that gives a lot of freedom for people who would like to make different kinds of environments and characters. I've yet to see a lot of steampunk-like builds, but then again, like I said, I'm good at getting lost, so I might just have missed it only because I got lost. So yeah, hair colors, some gray and white, pitch black, and then it's turning towards the red and the brown, over to the decidedly red, more ginger, and then blonde, and yeah. And then eye color, and I doubt that you can actually see that on this distance. You can when you get into the game and zoom in. And, whoops. And yeah. So that is it for the male, and then have a look at the female here. Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna change her hair, because adorable though this hairdo is, it does obscure the face quite a bit. So we're just gonna go with this for now. And then there's this face, and again, look at the style. Look at how awesome this is. I mean, wow. And then a slightly more smiling one. And one with some really, and again, I adore that they exaggerate the eyes and mouth, because it means that this looks close-ish to, reality or whatever, but it is more expressive. Skin tones, I don't know why this very pale one, it's probably the most pale one, is just slotted in between the other rather lovely brown tones. But hey, that could be, I don't know, a fluke or something. Anyways, and then the hairstyles and lovely long ponytail. Not sure that it doesn't clash with some of the outfits, but I've yet to have that problem personally in the game. This one, and a high ponytail with a bang to the side, and I really adore these new ones. I was participating in alpha, and it didn't have some of these, like it didn't have this braid or the sideway ponytail. So I'm glad that they made those. This is almost elvish. And this one, which is my personal favorite, so we're gonna go with that when we are gonna make our character, and then something that is short and spunky. But yeah, we're just gonna flip this one back, and then I think I'm gonna go with the first face. And facial hair. Now you're gonna go, what kind of facial hair do women have? Well, they have eyebrows. Surprise, surprise. And I love that the eyebrows are also exaggerated the way that they are, so that it makes for more expressive characters. I'm gonna go and pick the thin ones anyways, because it sort of fits the character that I was making more. Then, again, the grey hair, going towards the white, pitch black, going more brown, and yeah, towards the red, the gingers, and then the decided blondes. Then again, and I can't rightly see, so I can't guide you exactly through the eye color. This is brown, light brown, and I suppose that is green. And going towards blue, I'm guessing. We're just gonna go with the dark ones, I think. And then hair color. Last time she was white-haired, but I think actually I'm gonna go with gray. Just because. And then Odin. And yeah, this is us. And now I'm gonna log in, and I'll probably end the video here because we're probably not gonna have time to actually play some of it. But I will make more videos where I show you the gorgeous world. Now I've showed you the character creation, and I think that we're gonna make a couple of videos where we're just gonna get lost together in this gorgeous, gorgeous environment. Go and look at other people's builds, perhaps even, go amok and dig out a mountain or something. I hope that this has been relaxing. It has probably been calming, at least. I hope that if you were watching this for relaxation, you are now fast asleep and can't hear what I'm saying. If not, then I do hope that you found it interesting at least. And I'll see you next time. This is Odin out. Bye.